5:16, 62 degrees, and a lot happening just off the East Coast.
Exactly. Hurricane Florence is now getting very close, if not starting to see some of the rain from this system impacting the coastal portions of North Carolina. So you can see it's not too far off from shore, the center of the storm. You can see where the eye is. You can see the bands of very heavy rain. As they move closer to North Carolina, they're getting picked up on the radar as well. So if we take a closer look here, you can see mainly just isolated activity right now that is hitting some of those islands that are stretching out there from North Carolina, from Emerald Isle all the way up towards Hatteras. And this is just isolated for the moment. But those bands are some pretty heavy rain that are going to be sustained here as they continue to make their way closer to reaching landfall, which could occur sometime later tonight or early tomorrow morning. One of the biggest impacts is going to come from life-threatening storm surge. Can't threaten that enough for the coastal communities up north and even parts of South Carolina. Also, as this system does move inland, it is going to move pretty slowly. It's going to be able to dump a lot of rainfall. So locally, there could be some spots in the coastal communities of North Carolina that see 15 to 30 inches of rain. And there's actually a severe weather threat with this as well. Sometimes in the rain bands from a hurricane, you can actually get tornadoes to develop. So there is a lot that they're going to be keeping an eye on. And of course, we will, even up here in the Miami Valley, and bring you updates that you can check out throughout the morning on Daybreak. Now, here's a look at what we are tracking today for us. We have an area of high pressure that's keeping our forecast very quiet. It's actually also helping to steer where Florence goes to our south. But for now, we just have a good bus stop forecast for the kids. It's going to feel a little muggy. Our fog development hasn't been too bad across the area. We've got a little bit of reduced visibility in areas like Wilmington and Xenia, but not getting down to a mile or anything that would be dense and cause any travel issues. It's 62 right now. We're looking live in Greenville. Good morning. Look at live Doppler 7 radar. We're always scanning the skies, and even though the rain chance today is quite low, we could get a little bit of isolated activity as we head towards the weekend. Satellite radar showing just scattered clouds, and really that's what we track for most of the day. The early part of the day has more cloud cover. The latter half, as we head towards 3 o'clock when the kids get off the bus, then we get to see some late day sunshine and mostly clear skies as we head into the night tonight. You may have noticed some allergy symptoms, and even though the rain fell hard over the weekend, we are starting to see the grass and weed pollen climb again. So they're coming in low. The mold spore count is high. If you're sensitive to mold, unfortunately, I do expect that to be impactful for you. And as we head into the weekend and stay dry for the most part, that could allow the weed pollen count to climb as well. Temperatures this morning are sitting around 60. This afternoon, we're going to hit 82 in the Dayton area. This will be the first day that probably feels noticeably muggier to you compared to where we've been so far this week. 83 in Centerville, 81 in Sydney. We've got some football games for our Touchdown 7 forecast on this Thursday, looking comfortable and pleasant as we drop through the 70s during game time. Just a few scattered clouds out there. And then overnight, it might be just a little too warm to keep the windows open as we drop down to 67. Tomorrow afternoon is hotter than today. We are talking mid-80s across the board. We do have the chance as we head for Friday and Saturday for a pop-up downpour. I'll show you that on Futurecast. We're dry through midday. As we heat up, though, you can see really isolated. I don't expect it to be enough to ruin your plans Friday or Saturday, but you may have to dodge a few raindrops. Heading into next week, we may see a few showers from the remnants of Florence. We bring you weather and traffic every 10 minutes. Let's check in with Sergeant Mark. Good morning, Sarge.
Good Thursday morning again to you, Kirstie. As always, keeping a close eye on our freeway traffic. It's been a pretty uneventful morning drive up to this point. We're going to check in with Traffic Tracker, get a look at Route 35 near Smithville Road between Smithville and Woodman Drive in the city of Riverside. This part of the freeway is lightly traveled. Here is Interstate 75. This is the camera by Edwin C. Moses Boulevard. And again, we are looking at very good driving conditions. I'm Sergeant Mark Bowron, WHIO Team Traffic.
Sergeant, thank you. It is 5:20, 62 degrees.
There's a new way to get your Christmas trees. The company that will soon start shipping live trees for the holiday.
And we continue to follow the latest developments of Hurricane Florence. This a live look from one of our weather camera networks at the Carolina coast. Storm Center 7 meteorologist Kirstie Zontini will have much more on when this is expected to make landfall coming up.